Welcome to Gamereactor TV. Today we're taking a look at Sony's newest lineup of MP3 players. And as you can see here, I brought in 3 players today. From the top here we have the Sony A series. Next is the Sony B series. And last but not least, we have the S series. If you haven't seen Sony's MP3 players before, you will immediately notice that they actually resemble the cell phones from Sony Ericsson quite a lot. And if we take something like this, it's very similar to the Walkman phones that are on the market today. Material-wise as well, this is some kind of brushed steel something. And the software inside them is actually also very similar to what you find in the phones today. There's a reason for me bringing in these 3 particular models, because when it comes to Sony's MP3 players, they have different features. And for instance, if you take this one, which is the cheapest, you only get the basic functionalities, playing MP3 files, which is quite essential in an MP3 player, of course, but that's the basic model, and it's very cheap as well. This one in particular has a USB connection, so you can easily plug it into your computer and transfer files. And speaking of files, it's important to notice that Sony once had some software called Sonic Stage. And with that software, you had to use that in the same way as iTunes to transfer files. Now, they have scrapped that completely, and today you can just transfer files, drag and drop, or use any software you like. So it's very easy to use these MP3 players today, and that's for all of them. These 2 are actually the most interesting. These are the 2 top models from Sony. This is the A series, and what's particularly interesting about this one is that it features Bluetooth. Now, you may know this already from cell phones. A2DP, also known as Bluetooth stereo, is something that we'll see a lot more of, and I think this is something that will be built into a lot more players in the coming months and years, and it actually works quite well. You can pair this up with a Bluetooth headset, or you can pair it up with a Bluetooth speaker and play your music wirelessly, so that's very nice functionality. Also, this has, as you can see, a very large screen, and it's very good for playing videos, showing photos, that sort of thing. And you can attach a little stand on the back so it can stand up like this. And you can watch videos, movies, if you want to do that. This one, the S series, also has a quite unique feature about it. This particular model, which is the most expensive of the series, comes with noise cancelling. Now, this is something that's built into the player, and you need a special pair of headphones to use it, but they come with the player as well, and I have them right here actually. And as you can see here, if we take a look from the side, they have tiny little holes, and what that means is that there is a microphone underneath, and it records the surrounding background noise and cancels that out. So you actually get a lot clearer sound without all the added background noise with this player. Which is something I think is quite nice. If you're traveling airplanes, on the train, that sort of thing, it's nice to be able to block out the background noise. And you can actually do that from directly out of the package with this player. So very, very nice and cool feature. So I just thought I'd like to show you how the software in these players actually work. And actually you can see here it's not as graphic as some other popular players, but it's actually very easy to navigate in these players. You have quite a few options here when you go into this right here. You can choose, for instance, to play by folder, which means if you just transfer your files to one big folder, you can easily navigate them even though you haven't ID tagged them correctly. So this is actually a very good player if you don't necessarily buy all your music pre-tagged. As I said, these players can also play video, which is a quite common feature actually in most MP3 players today, if they have a large screen. And with this one, there's a thing I actually missed in these, is that it doesn't have a motion sensor. So for instance, if you play a video, I don't know if you can see this, it's actually on the wrong side, and it doesn't tilt if you tilt the screen. But it can play videos, and the quality of the screen is actually quite good. This goes, of course, for both the A and S model, whereas this on the A model, the screen is obviously a lot bigger. Most of these also have radio. This one doesn't because it has Bluetooth, but still, again, that's quite a common feature. You can do your own playlists, plenty of options. It's very easy and simple to navigate through this, and once you get the hang of it, it's quite easy. Because this one has Bluetooth, you can use it wirelessly anywhere you like, and for instance, pair it up with a speaker like this. Very practical. So, there you have it. This is Sony's new lineup of MP3 players. They might not be as funky and colorful as other players out there in the market today, but they are very good sounding. They come with great speakers, very good functionalities, lots of space. I think you should give these a try if you're looking for a great MP3 player.